how big of a surprise was it when McDavid's contract came across your ticker and you read that 12.5? Like, what was, a guy like you, I saw you on the preview show last. I was like, you look flabbergasted still after absorbing it after many hours.
I was stunned. And I think none of us were that surprised by 2 years. I think we all knew it was probably going to be
Yeah,
short. And we sort of heard it's not going to be pushing the limits. So to me, that's like, oh, he'll take 15 instead of 19. Like that
yeah,
was already an enormous concession. 2 years at 15. And then when I saw 12 and a half, immediately you check, is that a fake account? Is that actually
right.
real information? And, you guys fleshed it all. I was listening to you guys yesterday. You talked it all through. He's happy, so it doesn't matter. As long as he's happy, who are we to say that's a good idea, bad idea? As long as he's pleased, good
Right.
for him. It offers up more flexibility, like $7 million extra to the team for the next couple of years. Basically, they get Jake Wallman on their team versus not having Jake Wallman because of the sacrifice he made. That's a really big deal. The
It's
only
just
thing I
something you're
don't
not doing.
like, not a, now, oh, and it's true. No, you're right. You know me well enough. I wouldn't do that. But if I had 130 in the bank, I might. I might. It is a
Exactly. I
little bit
said that
different than
yesterday.
like if I've already set for life and life and life, then maybe, you can shave 3 or 4 million and it doesn't seem quite the same thing. But the only thing I don't like, and I sort of heard it from multiple people, including you, Mr. Hayes, was the idea that him doing this is proof positive that somehow he cares about winning more than guys who didn't do this. And I'm okay for celebrating him for making a really big decision financially to help his organization to try to better their chances of winning. But does that mean Leon Draisaitl is not committed to winning? He didn't take any discount. He got to be in the highest paid player in the league. Would you say that's true about Draisaitl? Should have done that? I think we got to celebrate the guy who did it, but don't come down on Kaprizov like he doesn't want to win because he got full value for his contract. It's this notion, and then Austin's getting asked about it today at practice, and like it's already setting up for him to say, "Well, if you don't do it, you don't care," and that I don't want to see it go down that way because I
Well,
don't think that's fair.
it did come off a little bit poor on Austin where he goes, I guess he just wants to win. So then
Yeah.
right away people are like, oh, well, this guy doesn't want to win. So now he's going
Okay,
to
hang
defend
on.
those comments. I know.
Set
You
the
know
That was
what I
record
mean.
straight.
Toronto got a hold of that
Austin,
comment where
but Austin left easily $1.5 million plus on the table last deal. Easily.
Yep.
He could have pushed it if he wanted to. So the idea that he took every cent, not true. Yes, he became maybe the highest paid, I think, at the moment, but he left money on the table. Not as much, but a little bit. So and Hazy, I see you chuckling over there. You're smirking. You're like, I don't think so.
I'm
These
very
guys, I've been
vindicated.
saying it for years.
I
Who
have
says you
been.
got to take all the money? Here we
That's
go.
it.
And celebrate Connor, but don't crucify the other guys.
Listen, it's not about crucifying the other guys. It's just proving the point that they can if they really want to. And I would push back on the idea that this doesn't prove that he doesn't want to win more. I think it's clear if he had a cup already, he would have signed for $20 million. Like that, if he had a cup, he would sign for 20. So you got to separate cup winners from everyone else. And that is different. That is why McKinnon would be different. Although I believe did McKinnon sign before or after he won a cup? I can't remember. But
He signed after for
After.
12
I think he'd sign after,
right?
and he still was like, "I'm just going $100,000 over Connor because I don't want to get too crazy." And the reality has always been that it's up to the players to determine, and it sucks. I get it, I understand it, and we use other examples in other leagues and say, "Well, this guy's making that guy's making this." Like Andreas Jimenez is going to bat ninth tonight, probably go 0 for 5. He's making $15 million. That's the truth as a Blue Jay. And there's guys with the Raptors who will play on average 8 minutes a night tonight, or throughout the year, and they're going to make more than him. But the reality is it's a fixed cap. It's a hard salary cap. That's just the way it goes. So every penny you're willing to give up to your team to possibly help you improve your chances is a smart play if winning is the highest priority. That's just a fact. It's just a reality. Maybe they screw it up. Maybe Stan Bowman doesn't get it right. Maybe that happens, and maybe in 3 years Connor's going to look back and say, I should have taken the 20 because it wasn't going to matter anyway. Jake Wallman didn't help him. He might have regrets, but I don't think he will if he wins. And if Jake Wallman factors in, or whoever else factors in significantly to help him win, he's not going to have those regrets. And that's just the nature of the hard salary cap. That's always been my point. I'm not anti-player.
How much is enough? How much is
exactly.
enough?
Yeah.
Well,
Hayes, you can't argue the fact
league
that
minimum
this is
then.
the only
If he
guy
really
in the
matters
world
that much to
could
him?
pull this off.
Well, here's what I would say, Johnny, is if his current deal wasn't 12.5, if it was 10, he'd sign for 10. If it was 8, he'd sign for 8. He just continued his current deal.
You think so?
I believe that. Yes, I think he knew. I can't go back below 12.5. I've established I'm.
Why
12.5.
not? If he wants to win, if he cares about winning in a fixed cap league,
Johnny, that would be
it's on
too
the
far.
players.
If
Maybe he'll do
McDavid
it next
taking a
time.
haircut, come on.
Maybe he'll do it next time.
Well, there are people out there, and they always use the Korea Solani. Didn't
Yes.
they
They did
go
it.
to
$1
Colorado
million.
for like $1 million?
Korea took a
bucks?
And they didn't
1-year, $1 million deal to try to go play in Colorado and Solana.
Here's the thing, though. Let me ask you, and I know this is probably somewhat unfair because it's hypothetical. We can't actually know the answer.
Right.
Do you think McDavid is more rabid about winning than Kirill Kaprizov? Do you think he?
Not when they're playing, no.
No, I think he is. I don't think there's any. I think he's obsessed with winning, and I think the negotiations.
When they're on the ice, Hazy, when they're on the ice, there's no difference. Like they're both doing everything in their possible power to play and win.
But you think Kaprizov takes it home
harder.
You think Kaprizov takes it home like McDavid does? No, there's just no way in hell. McDavid lives and
I don't think we
every
know.
single second
I think
of his
that's
life.
But maybe him not taking it home makes him better than someone taking it home. Kaprizov was better than he was a better goal scorer than McDavid the first half of last year. So it's hard to say, well, if only he cared more. Like, how much better do you want him to be? And this is what I'm saying. Like and it's okay. Like, not everyone can be the guy who cares the most. Not everyone can be the hardest worker. Only one guy can be the first on, last off. You can't have 7 guys a team that are the first on, last off. That's not how it works. Only one guy.
Yeah.
I wish I was more like Sidney Crosby. I'm not. My career was okay, could have been better. Don't come down on me that I'm not wired like him. And so I think when they're playing, then I think they are both doing everything that they can possibly do, and they care about winning as much as they possibly can. Now, does Connor manage his business different than Kirill Kaprizov? Clearly. But I'm not going to come down on Kaprizov for doing that. Not at all. I think he took care of himself. And the idea, I am also probably more hesitant than Bryan Hayes to trust the owners and the general manager to manage the money I'm giving you out of my kid's pocket and do something smart with it. Because we've seen probably more instances of them not doing something smart than actually being really astute with the money I'm giving you. So there is that too. Like, I'm giving you opportunity. I'm cleaning up your mess. You're relying on me to manage your job. To do your job, and I'll do mine, and I'll get paid accordingly if I want to. I'm not. You don't have to do. McDavid is great. Kaprizov's great. I'm just saying, I, as an athlete, don't like the idea that Austin Matthews is going to get criticized, or Kaprizov, or whoever goes big next, Jack Eichel, that they don't do what McDavid did. That's what I'm saying. I don't like it.
I get it why he wouldn't, and I get why those players won't like it. But the fact of the matter is, it's been established now because again, McKinnon went $100,000 up. Then it was Matthews that went up because he was the next one up. Then Draisaitl. It was like, all right, well, I'm back up. This is the first guy who said, I'm not playing by those rules. I'm not doing it. So now, if it applies to McDavid because of something he's established, whether they like it or not, it's coming. It's coming for those guys. And it's coming again for the non-cup winners. I think it's different for the guys who have won. But like in Austin's an example, we're getting way out in front of this because Austin's not up for years.
Ask him.
Go ahead.
Why didn't you do this, Leon?
Because he kept playing by the rules that guys like you established and the PA established.
He didn't have to.
You have to take more.
And when you say it's coming, Hayes, what are you saying? That the question's going to come up saying, why didn't you take less to make this work?
Let me set the example here again. This is way out in front of it. But if the Leafs have not won anything in the next 3 years, this will be these questions are going to be applied, and the standard will be applied to Austin. It's happening. It's coming. Right. I can guarantee it. Now, he may not care. He may leave. Who knows? It's his right. It's his career. But if this happens with the Leafs, where they haven't won, and he comes up again, it will be expected. All right, 13.25. Just keep going, man. You got to keep rolling until you win because that guy did it, and he's better than you. So that's what's coming. And again, it's his choice. It's his career. It's all the player. It's their lives. But a precedent has been set by the man in the PA, not by someone else. The face of the league established that.
Let me jump in here quickly, though, because I think McDavid, we should treat this like it's on an island.
Why?
Because, here's why. Because Sidney Crosby said, I need 8.7.
He's superstitious. He's superstitious, Noodles.
But you know who's not superstitious? Geno Malkin that said, I want a heart and I'm going to take 9.5 or whatever.
And they won cups. They already won.
But what I'm saying is I look at it individually. Like if Connor McDavid wants to do this, I see what you're saying. But it's Connor McDavid signed a 2-year deal. Kaprizov signed for what, 8?
8, and that is different.
So
Draisaitl signed for 8.
Draisaitl signed for 8. Draisaitl was coming off a long-term deal at 8.5, where he was grossly underpaid. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why we got to be careful and look at everyone's individual situation. This one is an outlier, and I don't know if you can compare it to everybody else.
I
know
be.
You will, but I
will be because I love it. I can't tell you how happy I am.
Exactly.
I just would have loved to see you. I would have loved to seen you in that situation. You would have been like, stuff my pockets with all the money you got.
Yeah.
I would have won by now. I would have won by now. If I was in his shoes,
right.
I would have won by now, and then it would have been different.
This is the problem. Like, when is it? Like, if you're a $6 million player, can you not get a raise? Is it only the best players who can't ask for raises? How much do you like? It's just a slippery slope. When the cap's $140 million, your contract's up in 5 years. Like, I can't take a raise because Connor didn't. I want to come. Pays these rules. I'm stuck.
He'll hold it against everyone the rest of his broadcasting career.
He will. Yeah, I can't. Exactly. I know. I can see this conversation for the next 3 years. We're gonna have it.
Connor McDavid, man, go talk to him. Don't talk to me. I didn't sign the deal. Connor McDavid.
I'm happy he's happy. I'm happy he's happy.
I'm very happy he's happy.